Good morning, and thank you all so much for joining us before we get this great thing kicked off. At Louisville Metro Government, we're working every day to make our city safer, stronger, and healthier. And that involves responding to the challenges we're facing in the moment and keeping an eye on the future to address long-term challenges and opportunities. That's especially critical when we're talking about our city's economy. Our overall economy is strong. But we have to do more to make sure economic opportunities are available in every neighborhood, every zip code, every Metro Council district. And we have to grow faster and smarter so we aren't passed up by other cities and regions around the country. Nearly 10 years have passed since Metro government worked with the community to create a comprehensive economic plan that prepares our city to thrive into the future. And that's what we're here to work on today. Today, right here at this moment in just a few minutes, Deputy Mayor Pat Malloy and I will be meeting with about 60 other business and community leaders from across our entire city. These are economic development stakeholders who lead businesses, nonprofits, and educational institutions. They each bring valuable experiences and perspectives to the process of developing an economic plan for the future of Louisville. This is the first of 4 times that this group will meet between now and the end of September. Today, we're going to talk about what Louisville does well, where improvement is needed, and where stakeholders envision the city a decade from now. Louisville's economy has a strong foundation. We have to maximize those strengths and find a way to gain ground in areas like population growth and talent attraction, increasing the number of people with degrees and certification, and improving access to capital while growing wages and income. We want to make Louisville an easier place for businesses to invest, relocate, and expand. We want to make Louisville a more attractive place for young people to come and begin their careers and to start families and businesses. And we understand that economic development also involves community development. We have to focus on equity, sustainability, quality of life for everyone, and more. These are long-standing issues that require an urgent community response, and that's what we're putting together with a sense of urgency. Today, we'll be reviewing metrics gathered by the economic development firm Genovis and management firm TPMA. Louisville Metro government hired them to conduct an economic analysis and help guide us through the process so we can complete a strategic plan for economic development by the end of this calendar year. The plan will include actionable steps for city government and recommendations on how businesses, nonprofits, and individuals can all help us achieve our common goals. There'll be more news about this in the weeks and months to come as we develop this plan and put it into action. We have a lot to build on. We have a lot to do, and no time to waste. We want to think bold, big, and move fast so we can build a thriving economy for the people of Louisville. Thanks to everyone who has agreed to take part in this process. Thanks to everyone for being here, for participating, for providing their input, for being a part of the solution. It's time to get to work. Thank you all. Pat and I are happy to take a couple quick questions, and then we really do want to get to work with the group. And we invite you all to join for the presentation as well. So I think there'll be a lot of ways, and that's some of the things that we're going to be talking about what the metrics are. Some of it will be growth in wages, new businesses, amount of capital that's invested, and a key one, and part of the reason we're here at U of L, is because education has such a key role to play in our future success. So whether it's our universal pre-K initiative that we're working on separately, or additional college graduates, community college associate's degrees, and also certificates more and more that train people for success. Those are some of them, but this group will be helping us advise on what we should be looking at.
We brainstormed for the last 3, 4, 5 weeks, asking folks. We looked for diversity, we looked for different experiences, different skill sets, but the primary focus was on people that had built and led businesses and organizations. There's some significant not-for-profit leaders in the room as well, and then people like Dr. Handy at JCTC, Dr. Schatzel at U of L, Dr. Capiloutos here today from Lexington, So that's the way we approached it. Dr. Polio's team is here.
And also, not everyone, when you're trying to get folks like this together, not everyone can be at every meeting, so we encourage you to look at the entirety of the list. And people will be at several of them. We're having 4 meetings over the next couple months. Yeah. We're starting with a blank sheet of paper. We are going to focus on actionable things that our city can do to move in a new direction and to improve our economic opportunity for everyone across the entire city. So this isn't really about like editing a prior plan. This is starting new and afresh with the data, dealing with the reality of the facts of what Louisville is today, and then getting feedback from this group and then others throughout the community. There'll be an opportunity for community input as well before the plan is finalized. Pat and I and others, we are not going in, we do not know how this will end. We think if you're going to call a group like this together and ask them to contribute their valuable time, we truly have to be open-minded and listen. And so this is one of those groups that we're focusing into a short period of time, and we don't yet know what the plan will look like. GLI is very involved in this project. Both their current chair, Russ Cox, their CEO, Sarah Davisher Wisdom, I believe their next chair, Conrad Daniels, are all a part of this stakeholder group.